Hello, everyone. It's Sarah here from Tech You Can Do. Do you have students that are out for a few days or maybe a couple weeks, or are you one of the teachers that are doing a long-term remote learning situation? One of the things that I've heard from my teachers is that they would love a place for students to easily turn in work that the student has done on paper. Something, whether it was we had the ability to send it home prior, like a workbook or some sort of worksheet, or maybe it was through some prompt that the teacher had left in Google Classroom or another LMS, and the student completed the work on paper and they want to get it back to the teacher in a somewhat simplified manner and not waiting until the student was able to return to school. So I immediately thought of Google Slides. Now, a lot of our students, and I'm guessing a lot of your students, have used Google Slides for at least one project. If not, this would probably be a great place to start. So if you make a copy of my template that I've shared along with this blog, it's going to come with several slides pre-included. And you might say, well, Sarah, what if I want to add in more slides? Or what if there's more work than these 4 slides can hold? Well, I have used the Slides Master in order to allow for these situations. So this journal could be used if you have a student or multiple students that are out for a few days or a couple of weeks or for a much longer period of time. This can become a repository, a warehouse, a collection of any of that work or all of that work that you would like for your students to return to you. The idea behind this truly is for the work that students are not able to complete digitally, giving them one spot and giving the teacher one spot to go to see the work that the student has done. So like with many other things that I've shared out, there are things that can be completely customized, and then there are some things that are just going to stay and not be able to be easily edited. You can see down in the corner that I have our mascot, so feel free to swap that out or let the kids design this cover to their heart's content. I do recommend getting rid of these speech bubbles once you're finished. Now over here I have several slides pre-made and pre-built into this template. But what happens when a student needs to add another slide? This is where the Slides Master has become a very powerful tool. So up here in the top left corner, you can click on the shark tooth and you can see that I have a template for all of these pages. So a student is able to quickly, easily enter in and add a new slide with a click of a button. I have slides where students can give notes back to the teacher, like maybe I really struggled on this, or can you really look at number 4, whatever you feel is the most appropriate. I also have a slide to where that changes to a reflection. So a student takes a picture, puts it in, and then gives the teacher some sort of reflection about the work that they're just turning in. I also have a slide that's designed to have 2 pictures side by side. If you want them to do some kind of response to it, they can also use the completely blank slide that I have. No frills, blank. Now, I also know that sometimes we're not in a position to where we can teach our students face-to-face or support our students at the time it is that they're able to do their work. So I also have 3 very important slides that come already in the slide deck, but know that they are also in that master slides at the very bottom, that students can access it at any time. So what I've done is I have included a GIF on each one that shows how, in this one, how to insert a new slide, as well as the written directions over here. The next one is to how to comment back to the teacher. So teaching the students that if you select the slide and then you click on the comment button, they can include their teacher, which gives them a notification so that the teacher is aware that the student entered in some work. And then finally, the third directional slide is how to insert a picture. Please note that the picture does insert horizontally, so I do show in there how you can flip it But honestly, the point of this is allowing a place for your students to return the work. So I hope that this is helpful. I'd love to have feedback if you have other things that you might like to see in the digital learning journal. I can always add it in there later. And I do hope that this benefits both you and your students. And feel free to make your own copy, customize, and share it with your students. Stay well, stay healthy, and I'll see you soon.